Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Easy English Beginners.
Restaurants are places where people eat, talk, relax, and share time together. And thinking about them makes me feel hungry and happy. When I enter a restaurant, I feel excited because I can smell food and hear quiet voices. Some restaurants feel warm and friendly, while others feel calm and elegant. Eating outside the home feels special to me. It changes normal days into small events, and that simple feeling brings joy and comfort.
I feel the same because restaurants create memories, not only meals. When I sit at a table, I feel relaxed and ready to enjoy the moment. Restaurants can be busy or quiet, but both feelings can be nice. Watching people eat and talk makes me feel connected. Food brings people together naturally. Even simple meals feel better when shared in a restaurant setting with friendly service and a comfortable atmosphere.
Menus are very interesting to me because they show many choices and ideas. When I read a menu, I feel curious and sometimes confused. Pictures and descriptions help me imagine the taste. Choosing food feels exciting, but also a little stressful. I want to pick the best dish. This moment makes my heart beat faster. Restaurants teach us to decide, try new things, and enjoy surprises.
Menus also make me feel curious because food names can be new or different. Sometimes I feel safe choosing familiar food, and other times I feel brave and try something new. That choice shows mood and emotion. When the waiter waits, I feel a little pressure. Still, ordering food feels like part of the restaurant experience. It helps people practice speaking clearly and politely.
The atmosphere of a restaurant changes my emotions very quickly. Soft music makes me calm, while bright lights make me feel awake. Clean tables make me feel comfortable and respected. When a place feels cozy, I want to stay longer. Restaurants use sound, light, and smell to create feelings. These details are small, but they strongly affect how much I enjoy the meal.
Atmosphere matters a lot to me as well because it shapes the whole experience. When staff smile, I feel welcomed. When the place is noisy, I feel energetic or sometimes tired. Restaurants reflect culture and style. They are not only about food. Talking about restaurants helps beginners learn daily words while understanding feelings like comfort, excitement, and satisfaction in simple, clear ways.
When I go to a restaurant, the first thing I notice is the smell of food, and it makes me feel hungry and excited. Warm smells make me feel comfortable and relaxed. I like sitting down and putting my bag next to me. Looking around the room helps me feel settled. I enjoy seeing other people eat and smile. This moment before ordering feels calm and full of quiet happiness for me.
I also notice smells first, and they tell me what kind of food the restaurant serves. When the smell is good, I feel happy and ready to eat. I like sitting at the table and opening the menu slowly. It feels like a break from daily life. I feel relaxed because someone else will cook for me. That feeling makes restaurants special and enjoyable after a long day.
Choosing a table is important to me because it affects my comfort. I like tables near windows because natural light makes me feel calm. Sitting too close to others can make me feel uncomfortable. When the chair is comfortable, I feel more relaxed. These small details change my mood. Restaurants teach us how space and comfort can improve simple moments like eating and talking together.
I think seating is important too, especially when the restaurant is busy. When staff help me find a table, I feel cared for. If the place is crowded, I feel a little stressed but also excited. Busy restaurants feel popular and lively. Quiet ones feel peaceful. Both feelings are good in different ways. Restaurants show how mood can change with space and sound.
When the waiter brings the menu, I feel ready to choose. Reading the menu makes me feel curious and thoughtful. I like seeing prices clearly because it makes me feel safe. Pictures help me understand better. Sometimes I feel nervous if I do not know the words. Still, I enjoy learning food names. This moment helps me practice reading and decision-making calmly.
I feel curious with menus as well. especially when they have new dishes. Sometimes I ask questions, and that makes me feel a little shy, but also brave. Waiters usually help kindly, and that feels good. Choosing food is part of the fun. It shows mood and hunger. This simple action helps people practice polite language and feel more confident when speaking.
Ordering food makes me feel a little nervous because I want to speak clearly. I practice the words in my head before talking. When the waiter listens patiently, I feel thankful and calm. Saying please and thank you makes me feel polite and respectful. After ordering, I feel relief. That moment feels successful and gives me quiet confidence inside.
I understand that feeling because ordering can feel stressful. I try to speak slowly and clearly. When the waiter understands me, I feel proud. If there is a mistake, I feel embarrassed but patient. Restaurants are good places to practice speaking. Mistakes are normal. This experience helps people grow more confident with language and communication.
Waiting for food creates mixed emotions for me. I feel excited, but also impatient. When the smell gets stronger, my hunger grows. I enjoy talking while waiting because it passes time. Looking around helps me relax. This waiting time feels like part of the experience. It teaches patience and appreciation for the meal that is coming soon.
I also feel excitement while waiting, especially when I am very hungry. Sometimes I check the time, but I try to relax. Waiting reminds me to slow down. When food arrives, it feels more special. This pause before eating makes the meal feel earned. Restaurants teach us to enjoy moments, not only results.
When the food arrives, I feel happy and satisfied just by looking at it. Colors and presentation make me smile. I like to smell the food before eating. That moment feels joyful. Taking the first bite makes me feel relaxed. Good food changes my mood quickly. Eating slowly helps me enjoy the taste and the moment fully.
Seeing food arrive also makes me feel excited and grateful. When the dish looks good, my mood improves. I enjoy tasting carefully and sharing opinions. If the food is delicious, I feel content and relaxed. Restaurants give pleasure through taste and atmosphere. These feelings make dining out a positive and memorable experience for many people.
Eating in a restaurant makes me focus on taste and feeling at the same time. When I take a bite, I feel curious and excited about the flavor. If the food is hot and fresh, I feel comforted and happy. Sometimes food reminds me of home, and that makes me feel nostalgic. I like eating slowly and talking between bites. Restaurants give me time to enjoy food, emotions, and conversation together in a calm way.
I also pay attention to taste, and it affects my mood quickly. When food tastes good, I feel relaxed and satisfied. If it is too salty or cold, I feel a little disappointed, but I stay polite. Talking while eating helps me enjoy the meal more. Restaurants allow people to share reactions and feelings. This shared experience makes food more enjoyable than eating alone at home.
Drinks are an important part of the restaurant experience for me. When I order water, tea, or juice, I feel refreshed. Holding a warm cup makes me feel calm. Cold drinks make me feel awake. Sometimes choosing a drink feels easier than choosing food. Drinking while waiting helps me relax. These small moments help me feel comfortable and settled while spending time in a restaurant.
I like drinks too because they match the food and mood. When I sip a drink, I feel patient while waiting. A good drink can improve a meal. If the waiter refills my glass, I feel cared for. These actions feel small but meaningful. Restaurants teach us that service and attention matter. This helps people feel welcome and relaxed during the meal.
Talking with people at the table is my favorite part of eating out. Conversation makes the meal warmer and more enjoyable. When people laugh, I feel happy. When we talk quietly, I feel calm. Restaurants give space for connection. Food helps start conversations easily. Sharing opinions about dishes feels natural. These moments make restaurants feel social and emotionally rich.
I agree. Because food brings people together naturally. When we talk at the table, time passes quickly. I feel closer to people when we share a meal. Restaurants create shared memories. Even simple meals feel special when enjoyed together. This social feeling reduces stress. Talking while eating helps people relax and enjoy both food and company.
Sometimes food is not perfect, and that creates mixed emotions. If a dish is not what I expected, I feel a little disappointed. Still, I try to stay calm and polite. Asking for help feels uncomfortable but necessary. When staff listen kindly, I feel relieved. Restaurants teach patience and communication. Problems can be solved calmly with respect and clear words.
I also feel nervous when something is wrong with my food. Speaking up can feel difficult. When staff respond well, I feel thankful. Good service can change a bad moment into a good one. This teaches confidence. Restaurants are places where people practice polite requests. These experiences help beginners learn how to express their needs calmly.
Sharing food is something I enjoy because it feels generous and friendly. When we taste each other's dishes, I feel curious and open. Sharing creates trust and warmth. It makes the meal more interactive. I like hearing reactions to my choice. This moment feels playful and light. Restaurants allow people to connect through sharing simple pleasures.
I like sharing food too because it adds variety. Trying small bites feels exciting. It helps me learn what I like. Sharing also shows care and openness. I feel comfortable when people offer food kindly. This action builds connection. Restaurants give space for these small but meaningful social gestures.
As the meal continues, I start to feel full and relaxed. Hunger slowly disappears and comfort grows. I feel content and calm. Talking becomes slower and softer. This feeling of satisfaction is pleasant. Restaurants allow this gentle ending to a meal. It feels like a pause in a busy day, and I enjoy that peaceful emotion.
I feel that calm too when I start feeling full. My body relaxes and my mood becomes steady. The restaurant feels quieter to me. I enjoy sitting for a few more minutes. This resting time feels important. Restaurants give people permission to slow down. That feeling makes dining out emotionally comforting and enjoyable.
Dessert menus always change my mood because they feel fun and playful. When I read dessert names, I feel excited like a child. Sweet food makes me feel relaxed and happy. Sometimes I am full, but I still want dessert. Choosing between cake or ice cream feels difficult but enjoyable. Sharing dessert feels special. This part of the meal feels like a reward and brings light, joyful emotions.
I also feel happy when dessert time comes because it ends the meal on a sweet note. Even a small dessert makes me smile. When dessert looks beautiful, I feel impressed. Eating something sweet slowly helps me relax. I like sharing dessert opinions. This moment feels calm and pleasant. Desserts make the restaurant experience feel complete and emotionally satisfying.
When the waiter brings the bill, my feelings change slightly. I feel the meal is ending. Looking at the bill makes me feel practical and careful. I like checking prices calmly. Paying feels normal but also serious. Still, I feel thankful for the experience. Restaurants teach responsibility with money and appreciation for service. This moment feels quiet and respectful.
I also feel more serious when the bill arrives. It reminds me of value and choice. If the price feels fair, I feel satisfied. Paying politely feels important. Saying thank you makes me feel respectful. This part of the meal feels calm and clear. Restaurants help people practice polite endings and responsible actions in everyday life.
Tipping or thanking staff makes me feel kind and thoughtful. When service is good, I feel grateful. A smile from staff makes me feel happy. These small exchanges feel human and warm. Restaurants are places of service and teamwork. Showing appreciation feels right. This moment teaches kindness and respect through simple actions and polite words.
I agree, because good service deserves thanks. When staff work hard, I notice it. Saying thank you feels natural and positive. These moments create good energy. Restaurants are not only about food, but people. Recognizing effort makes the experience better. That feeling stays even after leaving the restaurant.
Leaving the restaurant creates a soft ending for me. I feel full, calm, and satisfied. Standing up and putting on my coat feels slow and peaceful. I like taking one last look around. The smells and sounds stay in my mind. This ending feels gentle. Restaurants give emotional closure to a shared experience.
I feel calm too when I'm leaving. Walking outside feels refreshing. The meal stays in my thoughts. Sometimes I talk about favorite parts again. This reflection feels pleasant. Restaurants create memories, not just meals. That feeling continues even after leaving the table and returning to daily life.
Thinking back on the restaurant visit makes me feel thankful. Simple meals can create strong feelings. Food, service, and company all matter. Restaurants give people a break from routine. This pause feels valuable. I enjoy remembering tastes and moments. These memories stay and bring comfort later.
I enjoy remembering meals too because they connect to emotions. A good restaurant visit lifts mood. Even simple food feels special when shared. Restaurants help people relax and connect. That feeling lasts longer than the meal itself. That is why dining out feels meaningful.
Restaurants also help people learn language and culture. Ordering food teaches polite words. Reading menus teaches new vocabulary. I feel confident practicing English in restaurants. Mistakes are okay. This learning feels real and useful. Restaurants become classrooms of daily life.
I feel the same, because restaurants are perfect for real practice. Speaking, listening, and understanding happen naturally. Learning feels relaxed. Food helps remove fear. Restaurants combine language, emotion, and culture. That makes them special places for beginners learning English.
Sometimes restaurants celebrate special days, and this makes me feel excited and joyful. Birthday candles, soft music, and friendly smiles create a warm feeling. When staff bring a small surprise, I feel touched. These moments feel personal and kind. Restaurants become places of celebration, not just eating. Sharing special days there makes memories stronger. This feeling stays in my heart and makes me want to return again.
I enjoy special moments in restaurants too because they feel different from normal days. When people celebrate, the atmosphere feels brighter. I feel happy watching others smile. Even small celebrations feel meaningful. Restaurants help people mark important moments. This makes food taste better emotionally. Sharing joy in a public place feels warm and human, and it connects strangers in a quiet way.
Trying new restaurants gives me mixed emotions like excitement and nervousness. I feel curious about new menus and styles. At the same time, I feel unsure if I will like the food. This feeling feels adventurous. New places help me learn new tastes and words. Even if the food is not perfect, the experience feels valuable and interesting.
I feel curious when trying new restaurants as well. New places feel like small adventures. I enjoy learning how different cultures eat. Sometimes I feel surprised by flavors. This surprise feels fun. Restaurants teach culture through food. This experience helps beginners learn openness and curiosity while practicing simple English in real situations.
Sometimes restaurants are very busy, and this creates strong emotions. Noise can make me feel excited or tired. When service is slow, I feel impatient, but I try to stay calm. Busy places show popularity. I remind myself to relax. Learning patience in these moments feels important. Restaurants teach emotional control in everyday life.
I understand that feeling because busy restaurants change the mood. When it's crowded, I feel energy but also stress. Watching staff work fast makes me respect them. Waiting longer tests patience. These moments help people learn calm behavior. Restaurants are real-life classrooms for emotions and manners.
Restaurants also change with time of day, and that affects my feelings. Morning cafes feel calm and quiet. Lunch places feel fast and active. Dinner restaurants feel warm and slow. Each time creates a different mood. I enjoy these changes. Restaurants reflect daily rhythm. This makes eating out feel dynamic and alive.
I notice time differences too because atmosphere changes a lot. Morning feels peaceful, evening feels cozy. Lighting and music adjust mood. I feel relaxed at night restaurants. This shows how environment affects emotions. Talking about this helps beginners understand time, feeling, and daily life through simple examples.
Sometimes restaurants remind me of home cooking, and this makes me feel comforted. Simple dishes feel familiar and safe. When food tastes like home, I feel calm. These places feel warm and honest. Restaurants can create comfort like family meals. This feeling is gentle and emotional.
I also enjoy restaurants with home-style food. They feel simple and real. I feel relaxed there. These meals remind me of childhood. Comfort food has emotional power. Restaurants that offer this create trust. This feeling helps people understand how food connects deeply with memory.
Restaurants can also be places to be alone, and this makes me feel peaceful. Eating alone feels calm and quiet. I can think freely. I do not feel lonely there. Restaurants accept both groups and individuals. This freedom feels comforting and respectful.
I agree because eating alone in a restaurant can feel relaxing. There's no pressure to talk. I feel independent. This shows restaurants welcome everyone. This feeling of acceptance matters. It helps beginners see that restaurants are flexible spaces for many emotions and situations.
Dessert time changes my feelings because it feels light and playful. When I see cakes and ice cream, I feel excited and cheerful. Even if I am full, I still feel curious. Sweet tastes make me relax and smile. Choosing one dessert feels fun and a little difficult. Sharing dessert feels friendly and warm. This part of the meal feels like a reward and brings gentle happiness.
I also enjoy dessert because it finishes the meal nicely. A small sweet taste makes me feel satisfied and calm. When dessert looks nice, I feel impressed. Eating slowly helps me relax more. Talking about flavors feels pleasant. Dessert time feels peaceful and joyful. It helps the whole restaurant visit feel complete and balanced, leaving a good memory.
When the waiter brings the bill, I feel the meal is ending. This moment makes me feel practical and calm. I like checking the bill slowly. Paying feels serious but normal. I feel thankful for the food and service. This step feels quiet and respectful. Restaurants teach us to finish experiences politely and carefully.
I agree, because good service deserves thanks. When staff work hard, I notice it. Saying thank you feels natural and positive. These moments create good energy. Restaurants become warmer places when people are polite. This feeling stays even after leaving.
Leaving the restaurant feels gentle and calm to me. I feel full and relaxed. Putting on my coat feels slow and peaceful. I like looking around one last time. The smells and sounds stay in my memory. This ending feels soft and complete.
I feel calm when leaving too. Stepping outside feels refreshing. I often talk about the meal again. Remembering favorite parts feels pleasant. Restaurants create memories, not only meals. That feeling continues after returning to daily life.
Thinking about the visit later makes me feel thankful. Simple meals can create strong emotions. Food, service, and company all matter. Restaurants give a break from routine. This pause feels valuable. Remembering tastes brings comfort.
I also enjoy remembering meals because they connect to feelings. A good visit lifts my mood. Even simple food feels special when shared. Restaurants help people relax and connect. This feeling lasts longer than the meal.
Restaurants also help people learn language and culture. Ordering teaches polite words. Menus teach new vocabulary. I feel confident practicing English there. Mistakes are okay. Learning feels real and useful.
I feel the same, because restaurants are perfect for practice. Speaking and listening happen naturally. Learning feels relaxed. Food removes fear. Restaurants mix language, emotion, and culture, which helps beginners feel confident.
Talking about restaurants makes me feel warm and satisfied. Restaurants are not only about food, but about feelings, people, and moments. From choosing a table to leaving full, every step has emotion. I hope listeners feel calm and confident. Restaurants teach patience, kindness, and enjoyment. These simple experiences make everyday life richer.
I agree, because restaurants connect food with emotion and language. They create shared memories and gentle lessons. Learning English through daily topics feels natural and comfortable. I hope listeners feel relaxed and encouraged. Restaurants remind us to slow down, enjoy, and connect with others through simple moments.